today class on monophasic liquid dosage forms or liquid dosage forms introduced into body cavities. These monophasic liquid dosage forms instilled into body cavities like eyes, ear, nostril cavities, vagina and rectum for cleansing, therapeutic action and diagnostic purpose. The liquids which are introduced into body cavities are douches, enemas, ear drops, nostril drops, nostril sprays and inhalations. Douches. Douches are the liquids or medicated solutions instilled into body cavities used for rinse the body cavities. The douches are most commonly used to rinse the vagina. So these are called as vaginal solutions. These vaginal solutions is also called as irrigations. The douches are also used to irrigate or rinse the other body cavities like nose, ears and eyes. These are most commonly used for clean and remove the body cavities, and also if any foreign particles are present in the body cavities, these are removed by the use of douches. It is also used for discharge from the body cavities if any foreign particles are present. Douches are generally dispensed in the form of powder or tableted with specific directions for dissolve it in a specific quantity of water when necessary. These douches available in concentrated form when necessary. Before use they are diluted with warm water. The douches are must be sterile. The vaginal solutions are must be sterile. Sterile means free from microorganisms. Douches are most commonly used for different purpose. They are produces cleansing action and also produces astringent and antiseptic actions. Cleansing agents. These are the agents which are produces cleansing the body cavities. Examples are isotonic sodium chloride solution. The second category use of douches are antiseptics. Antiseptics are the agents used for inhibit the growth of microorganisms on the living organisms. Examples are mercury chloride 0.001 percentage, potassium permanganate 0.025 percentage, lactic acid 0.5 to 2%, chlorhexidine 0.2 percentage. These are the various types of agents used in douches act as a antiseptic agents. Next one, astringent. Alum 1 percentage is used as a astringent. These douches are administered by using douche can. This is made up of polyvinyl chloride. It is also contain a rubber tube about 2 meters long along with nozzle attached to with generally 1 liter to 2 liter solution of used as a douches. Containers and storage conditions and labeling requirements of douches. Douches are supplied in narrow mouthed color fluted bottles. It can be stored in cool place. The label should be includes special caution contains for external use only. Examples of douches are potassium permanganate douche. Prepare and dispense 100 ml of potassium permanganate douche. Ingredients present in preparation of potassium permanganate douche is potassium permanganate 0.1 gram, water up to 100 ml. The direction is make a vaginal douche. It is also containing to be used diluting with water for preparing 1 liter of 1:4000 solution. The procedure involved in preparation of potassium permanganate douche solution are: weigh the required quantity of potassium permanganate 0.1 gram. It can be transferred into glass mortar. It can be grind crystal with small quantity of water and add large amount of water to dissolve the potassium permanganate in water. The solution can be filtered through the center glass filter, and after it can be mixed up with water. The transfer the contents into the narrow mouth bottle, label and dispense. This is a procedure involved in preparation of potassium permanganate douche. Next one, the marketed available preparations of douches are Tantum Roja. These preparation available in powder form. It contains douches can. These douches can contain 10 sachets. Next one, Rose vaginal douche. Enemas. These are the solutions used for instilled into body cavities like rectum. This is most commonly used for cleansing, therapeutic and diagnostic purposes in rectum. Enemas are either aqueous or oily solutions or suspensions introduced into rectum for cleansing, therapeutic and diagnostic actions in rectum. These are used to evacuate the fecus in constipation or before an operations. Enemas works on the principle of two mechanisms: by stimulating the peristaltic movements or by lubricating action. First one is by stimulating the peristaltic by the administration of enemas into the rectum, stimulate the peristaltic movements of the intestine and helps in evacuation of fecus. These action can be increased by enemas produces osmotic pressure or osmotic retention of water in the bowel. Examples are magnesium sulfate enema or turpentine enema and sodium phosphate enemas. In some cases, water is used as a large quantity. Examples are plain water, soft soap, and turpentine enemas. These are the agents which are improve or stimulate the peristaltic movements of the intestine. The second action of enemas are these are lubrication action. These enemas produces lubricating the fecal matter. Examples are olive oil and arachids oils. These are the action of enemas on rectum. By the use of enemas produces different therapeutic actions. Sedative action, anti-helminthic action, anti-inflammation action, and nutrient. Sedatives action. Sedatives are the agents which are used to produce the sleep. Examples are chloral hydrate and paraldehyde. Anti-helminthic action. These are the agents which are used to inhibit the or kill the growth of helminthes. Examples are quassia, used for expulsion or excretion of thread worms. Third category is anti-inflammatory agents. These are the agents which are used for reduce the inflammation. Examples are corticosteroids used in treatment of ulcerative colitis. The fourth category of enemas produces the action is nutrients. When absorption of food by the mouth is impaired, this type of enemas can be used for improve the nutrients in the body. These are the various therapeutic actions produced by the enemas. Large volume enemas. These large volume enemas should be heated or warmed up to the body temperature before they can be used. These enemas can be used by using Douch can. It is made up of polyvinyl chloride. It contains 2 meter long and nozzle attached to with. The small volume enemas should not exceed the 100 ml. These are available in small disposable bags. These are made up of polythene or polyvinyl chloride bags sealed to rectal nozzle. These preparations are easily administered by the patient. The patient has simply inserted into the nozzle and squeeze the bag. This is the procedure of using of small volume enemas. Enemas should be freshly prepared, so it cannot be used for fresh. These are diluted with strong solution of warm water before they can be used. Containers used for storing of enemas. Enemas should be supplied in narrow mouthed plain screw capped bottles. The label should be contains additional information regarding the not to be taken or for external or rectal use only. The storage conditions required for enemas are enemas should be fresh preparations can be used, and storage of enemas are rarely done. Only fresh preparations can be used. Examples of preparations of enemas are soft soap enema. The ingredients present in preparation of soft soap enemas is soft soap 50 grams and water up to 100 ml. Procedure: first, weigh the required quantity of soft soap 50 grams. Add to the small quantity of water. Mix well and the soft soap can be dissolved. The final volume can be made up with water to obtain a clear solution. Next one, paraldehyde mix enema. Prepare and dispense paraldehyde enema. It contains paraldehyde 10 grams, sodium chloride solution 100 ml. The procedure involved in preparation of paraldehyde enemas are: dissolve the paraldehyde 10 grams in sodium chloride solution. Once it can be dissolved, it can be made up with 100 ml using sodium chloride solution. Next one, prednisolone enemas used as a anti-inflammatory action. The ingredients present in preparation of prednisolone enemas are prednisolone 20 mg, buffered solution 100 ml. The procedure involved in prednisolone enemas are: weigh the required quantity of prednisolone 20 mg. It can be dissolved in small quantity of buffered solution. The final volume can be made up with buffered solution. These solution can be transferred into disposable bags and label it. This is most commonly used for treatment of ulcerative colitis. Some marketed available preparations. Exit enema. Exit enema is an anorectal preparation and the name indicates used for easy passage of stools. Exit means outside. It is used for easily removal of stool from the rectum. The major ingredient present in exit enemas are sodium phosphate 16% weight by volume. The sodium phosphate acts as a hyperosmotic saline laxative. By its action, water drawn into the intestine, thereby improving the stimulate the peristalsis movements. Due to increasing the peristaltic movements, it will enhance the easy passage of stools from the rectum. So this is called as exit enemas. Next one, neotomic enemas. This is most commonly used for treatment of constipation, and also these neotomic enemas are used to easy passage of stools. Gently insert the lubricated nozzle into the anal opening. Squeeze the container till the solution is emptied into the rectum. Next one, mesocol enemas. Mesocol enemas most commonly used as a anti-inflammatory agent. This mesocol enemas is most commonly used for treatment of ulcerative colitis. This is the one of the bowel diseases. In this containers, the lining of the inner rectum become inflamed. So this mesocol enemas can be used for treatment of ulcerative colitis. Next one, sodium phosphate enemas. This sodium phosphate is used as a saline laxative used for relief the occasional constipation. This sodium phosphate is used as a empty the colon if any operations are done or examine the colony. This is called as colonoscopy. Next one, lactulose enema contains 20% weight by volume. Next one, neotomic enema. The major ingredients present in neotomic enemas are glycerin 15%, sodium chloride 15%, purified water up to sufficient. This is most commonly used for treatment of or easy passage of stools. Most commonly used in treatment of constipation. Next one, mesacol enema. The ingredients present in mesacol enemas are mesalazine 4 grams per 60 ml. These mesacol enemas are the rectal suspensions prepared as per United States Pharmacopoeia. It can be stored in room temperature. Before the use, it can be shake well. This is also used for remove or easy removal of stools. Thank you. These are the preparations used for introduced into body cavities like vagina and rectum. The solutions which are used for cleansing the vagina is called as douches, and the solutions which are used for cleansing the rectum is called as enemas. These are the two solutions which are introduced into the body cavities. Thank you.